the Untouched Quest. I'm Elizabeth.
And I'm Siri. And we would appreciate if you follow us on Instagram at the Untouched Quest or at the podcast platform of your choice.
In this episode, we're going to talk about Fire and Flight and Ride to Sorrow's End.
And there's so much happening. Oh my god.
This is a very, very packed 2 issues.
Yeah. And they're like traveled half around the world already. It's like been 60 pages or something. And
yeah. It's pretty insane. A lot happens in this short time.
yeah, I looked at it now. I was like, oh my god, the fire starts at page 13. Did it start that early?
Yeah. They had to be able to get in everything.
Yeah. But also that's what makes it so exciting. There's like always something happening. You're just not sitting around waiting for things.
Yeah, it's like it's not necessarily action packed, but it gives a lot of information and has a lot of story in a very short amount of time. It's a very well told story.
When we started though, I was like, oh, there's a UFO. We call them UFOs in Norway though.
Yeah, UFO.
There's a UFO coming. I was like, no, it's a castle, but it's floating though.
It's a palace, magical palace of the High Ones.
Yeah.
So this issue pretty much starts off where we left off last time. Just so we get to see a little panel from when the elves or the High Ones came down to the world of the Two Moons.
Yeah, and it's kind of just going straight into action though, because we're seeing that they have to save Redlands right away. We don't know why they took him though. Like, he's bound up to the stone thingy, like after the UFO has landed.
Yeah. Something I wanted to say though is from the moment that the elves landed on the world of the Two Moon, they have met the humans with fear. The humans have always been very, very scared of them. And they took this out on the elves by basically beating them to death at first sight. The elves also noticed that when they came down to the world of the Two Moons, that their magic didn't work as much anymore.
Yeah. But also this shows, again, how humans are afraid of the unknown.
Yeah.
They don't know if the elves are dangerous or what they are, but they're like, we have to kill them.
And the
Gotthard
elves
told us.
Yeah. And the elves came down there looking for a new home, and they came out of this palace like, where the fuck we at? And the humans just beat a lot of them to death.
Yeah, they had to go straight into hiding.
Yeah, the others were forced to hide.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's real funny because in these pages, the trolls look tiny.
Mm-hmm.
They're so small.
Oh, they're trolls?
They're trolls.
I didn't realize they were trolls.
They're so small. They're so tiny.
So the trolls came with the High Ones?
Yeah, they did.
Oh.
They're from the same planet. Same with something that's called the Preservers, which is like this little flying bug.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm learning something new every day.
Yeah. But the trolls came up a lot luckier than elves.
Yeah.
And I also found something real funny. Here in the first pages, the shaman doesn't call them demons, but evil ones.
They're tired of saying demon in every other sentence, so they have to switch up.
Yeah, evil ones was a new one. It was pretty fresh.
Mm-hmm.
Refreshing, actually.
The elves have lost a lot of people because they said that Redlands is the first one to actually survive them. Like, all the other people that came over the humans have died, or if the humans if the humans captured you or captured the elves,
That meant
That was
death.
your death sentence.
Yeah.
You wouldn't come home.
No.
But
Usually they
Redlands
would
did.
kill you
Mhm.
in like a back attack. You wouldn't see them coming.
Yeah.
But with the Redlands, they actually captured him and took him to the stone so that they could use him in some ceremony for Gotra.
Yeah, they have to sacrifice him.
Yeah, that was
And put
pretty
the
lucky.
skull on the stone.
Yeah, that was pretty lucky for Redlands though that they decided to like sacrifice him on the stone. 'Cause if not, he'll probably already be dead.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah.
But also, Cutter is a better man than the shaman, though.
Yeah.
Because he chose not to kill the shaman. He
He
could have
did.
killed him, but he chose not to.
Yeah. He chose to let him live.
Mm-hmm. Even though he know that the shaman can come after him again. And
Yeah.
Again.
Something I thought about though, seeing that page, is like how Cutter is a very different chief from his father, Bearclaw. Because
Totally.
Bearclaw would never have let the shaman live.
He
would
wouldn't
have
think
ru-
about it.
He would have run at the shaman, killing him first
Yeah.
before even saving Redlands.
Mm-hmm. Saving would be someone else's task.
Yeah, his task would be killing humans.
Killing all of them, not only the
Yeah.
shaman. He would like have a bloodbath.
Yeah, Cutter is a much kinder soul.
He has a lot more from his mom than his dad, I think. He's more calm, he thinks more,
Yeah.
and then start attacking and using his muscles.
Mm-hmm. Something they said was, "I have Redlands enough blood for now," and made the other wolf riders go back to the hold. Like, this is enough. We have Redlands. We have what we
Mhm.
came for. Don't kill them. We don't have to do that.
Yeah, and he knows though that if they kill one of them, they're gonna come back and take at least 2 of the elves. Like,
yeah.
they want more than they took.
Mm-hmm.
But they're not stupid, or Cutter is not stupid.
Mm-hmm.
He tries.
Yeah. It
But
also says that Cutter is no cold and merciless death dealer, which I also think is like putting a little bit back to Bearclaw, because he was very much merciless and cold. I also think it's really beautiful seeing Cutter like, why did you disobey me to Redlands when he was back in the Father 3, because you weren't allowed to go out hunting close to the humans alone, or hunting alone at all.
yeah.
Like, he loves him and he would do everything for his tribe mates, but he's mad that he would do that alone. Like, that's not alright.
Yeah, he knows the danger. He
Yeah.
knows that these rules are not to keep them prisoners. They're there to keep them safe.
Yeah. And like, why would you disobey this? That's just cruel, because
Maybe a little ego. He wanted to
Yeah.
hunt. He wanted to come back with a big bear or whatever.
I think it was a stag or something. It was
Could
hunting.
be. I don't know if they said. Did
Yeah,
they?
they did.
Oh.
It's a buck.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's pretty amazing how the wolves can notice the humans and like notify the elves that danger is coming.
Yeah.
That they know that these creatures are dangerous, so we have to.
Yeah, and they probably smelled the fire and saw the humans
Probably.
going into the woods with the fire, and like, this is wrong.
Yeah, but they
We-
hadn't really put fire to the woods yet. Like,
Yeah,
they only had the
But they saw them walking
sticks.
into the forest with the fire, though.
Yeah.
And like, told the elves of the danger. And
The
also,
stupidity of the humans. Like, we're gonna burn this wood down.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you live in this wood, so.
Yeah, Cutter said it very well.
Yeah.
He said to the shaman that, "Are you mad, humans? If you burn the woods, everyone will starve. Your tribe as well as mine."
Yeah, but he thinks that he can control fire.
No,
Big-
he thinks that Gotra will is a cleansing. Only man must rule this land. All demons must burn. So I have to set the wood on fire.
Yeah, and Godra is obviously gonna give him food when there's no food to find, right?
Yeah, like in the winter.
Yeah.
Godra's totally gonna do that in a wasteland because you
Mhm.
burn down the woods.
It's gonna be nothing.
It's gonna
How
be
stupid.
death. It's gonna be death on his whole tribe.
Yeah.
Like it's utter stupidity. You don't burn the wood down.
Exactly. We doesn't get to see that, but I wonder what happens to these humans though.
Starved.
Like probably.
They're pretty stupid.
Yeah.
Like burning the woods down. So I would probably.
They don't have
guess they're
the
starved.
trolls to escape to. Like where did it
They
go?
don't even know the trolls exist.
No. So they have no backup. The elves has their trolls like as their backup.
Yeah.
But
Or as Cutter says, there is only one half safe place for us
Yeah.
now. Half safe, meaning he knows that there is some threat in the cave-ins of the trolls.
but they're trolls, so you can
Yeah.
never trust them.
But also, other than Bearclaw, not many of the elves have ever seen trolls or worked with trolls much other than giving them food and
Yeah.
trading with them. But Bearclaw is really the only one that's like been in the tunnels and explored. And he haven't really told his tribe a lot about the tunnels.
No. But that was his safe haven, gambling and drinking.
Yeah.
He didn't want to tell that to anyone.
No.
But they kind of let him in though. But Cutter threatened to get in.
Yeah, but they're utter cowards. They're so scared
Yeah.
of everything. Of the sun, even.
Yeah, well, in Norway though, will you say if the trolls see the sun, they turn into stone?
And they spreck.
They crack up.
They crack. Crack into a million pieces and
Yeah.
like almost explode. But these trolls don't do that. They just don't like the sun. And I also like noticed how Rainsong's family looks so sad and full of despair the moment that the troll closes the door to the burning forest.
Yeah, they
Like-
know this is the last time they're gonna see it.
Yeah, and it's their home.
Yeah,
It's
they
the only home
didn't
they've
get
ever
to
known.
bring all their stuff. Like take
Yeah.
only what you can carry,
Yeah.
and most importantly, food and water.
Yeah, and as Cutter is the son of 10 chiefs, he's the there's been 10 chiefs before him that's all lived in this forest. They've been nowhere else
Yeah, and
For-
the same tree. Like they live
Yeah,
in like
for
the
all
village
of
is
these
a tree.
generations.
Mm-hmm.
Nowhere else. They don't know anything else.
No.
It's gotta be like crushing.
Yeah, and none of these elves can. None of them are like elves that can grow trees because there
No,
was
they're
an
not
elf
wood
that
shapers.
grew this tree, so none
Yeah.
of them can grow a new home.
Yeah. They don't have a wood shaper.
No. Yeah, and these trolls are pretty ugly though. The elves tell them to like pig nose, you miserable worm.
Yeah. I also think it's pretty funny how the trolls so value all these jewels and gems and everything and the gold, and they like put it everywhere. There's
Yeah.
so many jewels and gold and gems everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
It's like crazy, and the elves don't even see any value in it.
No, like of course they are pretty.
Yeah.
But if you think about it, if no one wants it, it's not valuable.
It's not. It's beautiful,
Yeah.
but it's not valuable.
Like the only reason why it's valuable is if the elves want to trade with them.
Yeah.
So I look at the swords and the things that the trolls make more valuable than all these jewels that they decorate their
Yeah,
place
for
with.
the elves, like necklaces and wristbands and such are a lot more valuable than a gem, because they can't do
Yeah.
anything with the gem.
No.
But a lot of them have like Cutter has a ring around his neck, Nightfall has a ring around her neck, like a necklace and such. So they do have metal and gold on them from the trolls.
Yeah, but I don't think they look at that as such a valuable thing.
No, it's
more,
just
yeah, it's pretty. I can use it, but I don't need it.
I can go without it.
Yeah. And they try to point out that to the trolls too, like, hey, we bring you food. You don't want to go out. We bring you herbs. We bring you leather. We bring you meat. And they're like, yeah, but our stuff is more valuable. It's like, you can hunt without swords. You can hunt with the traps and everything else.
But the trolls don't know how to hunt.
No, they don't know how to grow food either.
They don't know how to do shit.
No. They're like, we can live more without you than you can live without us.
Yeah, like, that's not... Like, trolls wouldn't live without the elves.
No.
They would starve. As they don't go outside to collect things, the forest is now ruined.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know how to hunt. Like,
but where are the trolls gonna get the food from now, though? Like,
I have no
obviously
idea.
nothing's gonna grow underground. And
I have no
there's
idea.
no animals.
And it's not like they led the wolf riders to somewhere where they could actually trade it with them afterwards.
No, they hope that the wolf rider's gonna die.
Yeah, they led them to like, but that's like, don't say that.
Yeah.
Like, don't tell them this is a wasteland. It's our trap. But like, why would you trap
smart.
them?
Trolls are not smart.
No, they're pretty stupid. Why would you trap someone that's trying to help you? Like, they're feeding you. You don't bite the hand that's feeding you either. So would you trick it?
Yeah. But well, it's pretty fun. Like, this stone that the Skywise get the lodestone from.
Yeah.
What do you call that? Is it a magnet or like?
I think it's some magnetic meteor. They say
so
it comes
it's a meteor
from the heaven.
Yeah, but
like
it's
from the sky.
Is meteor magnetic?
Maybe. I never touched a meteor.
I've been thinking so hard. Like, what do you call this kind of stone?
You know, I've never touched a meteor, but they say that the stone came from the sky.
Yeah.
So it would have to be a meteor.
Yeah, but it has to be magnetic too to point to north and south.
Yeah. I think it's also really cute that the elves think it points to this or that way, as they say, because of that one star in the sky that they think the stone came from.
Yeah, but it's the North Star or
it's
the
North Star.
Like, duh.
Yeah. Like, oh no, it's pointing to the star. Like, yeah. But the star isn't pulling the stone towards it.
No.
That's not how it works.
But also, the elves are kind of fools too. I was like, don't trust the trolls. Obviously, it's not a new halt for you guys. They're trying to trick you. Don't be that stupid.
They don't really have any other choice, though. They don't have a lot of choices.
I don't know, but I was like, try to wait out the fire and see what's left, because at least there's water in the halt. They have the river, and with the river you can grow new stuff.
Yeah,
instead of
like,
the desert.
If the whole forest is burned to ashes, it's gonna be such a long time before anything really grows there.
Still better than the desert.
And then it's gonna be a longer time until there's animals there for food. So they know that there's gonna be many, many, many years before they can actually live in a halt.
Yeah, but still, they have water. They don't have that in the desert.
Counting on there being no desert on the other end.
Nope.
No. I don't think that they didn't know what a desert was. I also think it's really cute how Skywise took pieces of everyone's hair to make a necklace for the lodestone.
Yeah, it's like a good luck charm.
Yeah, because it's part of everyone in a tribe. That was really cute.
Yeah.
I really like that.
But here I noticed, though, how few there were It's only 17 elves and 14 wolves.
Yeah.
I thought they were much more elves.
They were, but they were killed by Mad Coil.
Oh, obviously,
Killed
but
them all. There's like the first tragedy, and then comes the second tragedy of the fire. So they're
But no one died in the fire, right?
nobody lost their home.
Yeah.
So first half or a big part of the tribe died by Mad Coil. They lost their chief, they lost their elders. A lot of cubs were killed by the humans, and then the humans set fire to their home.
Yep.
So there's not a lot left.
No. But yeah, like I told you though, it was a trap.
It was.
I told them like
It was a desert, and
before they even was walking for 3 days. Did they walk for 3 days through
they
the
they
tunnels?
didn't know how long because it was always dark.
Yeah,
So they lost
a lot of time though.
Yeah, they lost a lot of time. They had no idea what time of day it was.
I was like, I knew it, Cutter. Never trust the trolls.
Yeah.
I was yelling at the book when I read it, like stupid.
Mhm.
But also, really good technology for the trolls. Just touch a stone and the whole thing caves in.
Yeah,
Like,
that's surprisingly smart
yeah.
for someone.
But also, had they planned for this?
yeah,
Like, oh, whenever the elf
or
tribe is coming
someone
in,
we don't like is
are
coming
we
in.
gonna put them in there? Like,
Yeah, the elves give them food, and the trolls say that hunting can't be that hard. Anyone can do that. Like really?
yeah. I don't
And then
know
you
how
can
to
set
do
up
that.
this trap.
Yeah.
You can do that, but you can't hunt for food. That's
True.
ridiculous. Hunting for
True.
food have to be easier.
Yeah. I would say
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
Or if we go fishing or whatever.
Yeah. Cutter also called one of the trolls son of a human.
Yeah. But the owl says son of a troll.
yeah.
Yeah. Their swear words are different.
They're so cute. It also says that even though elves are night creatures, that they're not scared of the sun and they can live and see just as well in the sun. They're just
Yeah.
more used to being in the dark of the night.
Yeah, especially after they're humans, because they don't go out at day because they're afraid of the humans.
Partly
Yeah, but
they're
that's
also
since they're
has
wolves, though.
tiny part wolf in them.
Yeah,
And wolf are night creatures.
but they had to stay more inside at days because of the humans.
Yeah,
now,
the
like
de-
than
the
they
humans-
did before.
I was going to call them demons.
Demons.
Yeah, the humans. I was going to call the humans for demons.
Wrong.
Wrong. So wrong. But they are the true demons of
They
this
are,
story.
at least in this story,
Yeah.
for
They're
sure.
real true demons of this story.
Yeah, but at least when they're gonna start crossing the desert or the big dry land,
Yeah.
they're smart enough to understand we can't do this in daylight. We have to
Yeah.
wait.
Like it's really, really hot out there.
Yeah.
And drying. And as them being night creatures, they can see very well in the dark.
Yeah,
So traveling at night is not an issue for them.
but I feel also they didn't think about that. In the day, in the desert, it's super warm, but at
Yeah.
night it gets like freezing.
Yeah.
They didn't know that because it never
I had
gets like
no
this in
idea.
the holt in the
Yeah.
forest.
And they don't really have any clothes for going in the desert either. Like they're dressed for running around in the forest. Like
yeah,
a fur.
sand get everywhere.
Yeah.
What a nightmare.
Everywhere. And they don't have much to protect their skin against the sun either.
no.
So sunburns are going to be pretty bad because they're very pale.
Yeah.
They don't really see the sun.
But they don't really have any water either.
No, they've been through the tunnels for days. But they
Mhm.
don't have much choice at this point. There's
No, it's
like
die
stay
in end of the tunnel, or try at least.
Yeah, if they stay in the end of the tunnel, they're gonna die of thirst anyway.
Yeah.
So if they're going to die from thirst, they may as well wander out to the desert. Like-
Mm-hmm. Also, fun thing though, like when Skywise make the hole in the lodestone.
Yeah.
Cutter is like, "Oh, be careful! You don't know what evil magic
Yeah.
there is in the stone." And then they're like 100% going, trusting the stone that's gonna lead them to the new place.
Yeah.
But they know maybe it's evil, but
It
we will
may
tr-
be evil in there.
we will trust
Don't
it.
let the evil magic out. But we're gonna follow the way it's pointing.
Yeah.
Totally gonna do that. But it can be evil. Can be evil.
Yeah.
Very evil.
After all, it came from the trolls. So.
Yeah. But Skywise says it very well though. It's from the sky. Nothing from the sky can be evil.
Yeah. But also, like, they say that they put their leather together to make shade in the day.
Yeah.
They don't have any leather to put
Or
together.
is it like the capes of their capes?
yeah,
None
but like
of them wear capes.
No,
Not a single one.
no. Like, you can see though that
When I
Cutter
read that-
is sitting bare chested, like he took off whatever he had on his chest.
But,
But there's barely any clothing though.
He
like,
didn't
it's a
have
little
any
vest.
leather on his chest. He had this tiny vest that he has
Yes.
just
And, like,
slung over
Let's
his
put
shoulder.
let's make shade of all
Yeah.
this tiny clothing that we have.
Like I
Like,
went
you
back.
don't have any clothing.
Yeah, I went back actually when I read that. It's like, did any of them wear a cape? No, they didn't. None of them wore a cape.
Nope. All of them
Um,
has like this tiny vests or tiny crop tops or
Yeah.
whatever.
They don't
And-
wear much clothing in general, so they don't really
No.
have
But
any leather for.
when you see them sitting under the shade, like, it's only Cutter that's bare chested. All the other ones has like
but I
tops
get,
and stuff.
I get why he's bare chested though, because his leather vest
It's
is
fur.
Yeah, it still has fur in it, so it's a lot warmer than
Mhm.
like the what's it called, tannered
I don't know.
pelts,
Yeah, well,
something like that. Like it's not the fur is still on there. It's warmer.
yeah.
He's the only one that has
But
that
then
real fur.
what leather did they make the shade of?
Maybe someone thought to bring some capes
Yes.
when they were running
In the
away.
backpacks that no one is carrying.
Yeah. They just decided, I need to bring this
That's
letter.
a question if you ever get to talk to Richard and Wendy. Like, where
Where did
where
this
did the
come
letter
from?
come from? Like,
How
none of
did
them none of them is wearing any clothing. Where is the clothing?
But it says it's a cape.
But
It
I
says,
didn't get a cape. I just said, like,
no,
shortly
it says
before
cloak.
daybreak, the Wolf Rider make camp, lacing their leather
Cloaks.
together to form a shade.
They didn't wear any clothes.
They never wear any clothes, and they were like, "We're running for fire. We're not going to Winter Wonderland." So we don't
No,
need any
none of
clothes."
them wore a cloak. So where did these cloaks
and
come
they-
from?
They didn't carry anything on the wolves either. So
No, they, like,
magic. They're
brought-
wizards now,
they brought some food and water because
and
that's
minimal of that too.
Yeah, that's what was important
Yeah,
to them.
just to survive for a day or two.
Yeah, because they're not materialistic. They don't
Mhm.
care about physical things. So bringing extra leather wouldn't be something that they would find important.
No. But also, I don't know where the context was, but yeah, I think it was Cutter was like, they were running out of water, and Cutter was like, "Oh, you can drink my blood," or if they could kill the wolves to drink their blood or something. But I was like, does it help against thirst to drink blood? I was like, if I'm in the desert with someone and I kill that someone because I'm so thirsty.
Yeah. It says here, they'll reach the mountains alive, even if it's my blood they drink.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I was-
I don't think there's much water in blood though.
Yeah, like, would it help with dehydration? Would it give you the nutrition you need?
I don't think so.
That was
like,
I was thinking
there's
too.
a
Like
lot of
you
wa-
die for nothing.
There's a lot of water in our bodies, but you
Yeah.
can't like cut us open and drink it.
No. It's not like the cacti that they find later.
It's not. So I don't.
But also, is it that much water in the cacti? Like
No.
when you cut it down, it's like drinking
Not
from
that
it like
much.
a coconut.
Not that much. But like they're kids, they're at the size of kid.
Mhm.
So the water that they find might be a lot more, for them than it would be for us.
Yeah, but also fun like no, what's his name? Oh,
Pike.
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 He's like squishing the cacti like it was a sponge. I feel like.
Yeah,
Does-
but I am not sure.
Can you
if
do
it's
that
a-
with?
I'm not
cacti?
sure if it's a cacti he's squishing or if he's put leather or something
Oh,
in the
maybe he's
cacti.
done that. Yeah.
He might have done that, but it's squishing something.
Because
get
I was
water.
like, doesn't it poke you, the cacti,
but
if you squish it?
They realized it was water inside because Cutter cut himself
Yeah.
on it.
This also show a little bit of his father's side, though. Like,
Yeah.
don't touch me,
Like
I'm
the
gonna poke
anger
you.
of like, fuck you. Like,
But he's tired. He haven't ate or drank for days.
Yeah.
And his mood is just...
and he's scared that his tribe is gonna die of thirst, and he's just left behind Nightfall and Redlands
yeah.
in the desert with his water because he know they can't go any further, and
Yeah.
2 of the wolves have died, and
Redlands is basically about to
um,
die.
yeah, and 2 of the other wolf riders are so exhausted that they fainted and had to be strapped to a
Mhm.
wolf to carry on.
Yeah.
So he's like on the brink of like, I can't do this anymore. Like
Yeah.
we're dying, we're literally dying,
Yeah, and they can't go back either because that
No.
will be 2 days the other way.
and they don't have water for 2 days.
No.
They don't really have water for today.
No.
They don't have food.
But lucky for them, there's more of them. There's more elves.
Yeah.
Like, I was like so shocked. Like, there's a whole new village.
Yeah.
Elves that they don't know. They've been living in the sun because their skin is dark, their
Yeah.
hair is dark, their eyes
Yeah.
are dark.
And I also like this comment. Look, I can't believe it. Who'd know? Elves, just like us.
Yeah. But that's fun though
No.
that they're saying like just
Yeah.
like us, and later Lita
But like
oh,
this is like, no, not like us, Skywise. They seem more like humans to me.
yeah. Because they live under the sun, but
Yeah.
duh,
And
you
they have
live
a-
under the sun too.
Yeah, they have like huts and stuff instead of living in a tree. But like, they don't live in a forest.
Oh, do you see any trees?
No, there's literally no trees. They couldn't live in a forest. This is like their only choice.
Mhm.
And this is where we meet Lita for the first time.
But it's fun though. Later, Lita has to point out, "Oh, but we're the same race.
Yeah.
You don't see the ears. You don't see.
We have 4 fingers.
You don't see the resemblance." They're
Yeah.
like, "Nope,
We're the same. Like, no, they're more like humans.
of course."
Yeah.
Because they're dark and live under the sun without
Yeah.
the tree.
But the humans are dark, though. The humans are just as pale as the elves.
Yeah, true. But they're like weird. Why do they want to live in the sun? They don't have a choice.
No, you don't really got a choice living in a desert.
Yeah. But also here though, they really wound, or I don't know, or if it's just Cutter. They're like wounded by the trolls. They wanted to trust them,
Yeah.
but they're like, we're just gonna raid you and take all you have.
At the same time, it's kind of part of their nature. Like, they're hunters that live in a forest and take what they have to survive.
Yeah.
They don't raid to have things or collect something. They do it to survive, and they just
Yeah.
go in there with this extremely fierceness that only the wolf riders have.
True, and Cutter's like, take everything you can carry of things to drink and eat, and he takes Lita.
Yeah. But something I thought was really funny is how Ryek says, I have asked you to be my life mate. Any maidens would have said yes. Then why pursue me? My, my arrogant one.
But it's such a Beauty and the Beast moment. Though.
Yeah.
Like Gaston is like, I'm gonna marry Belle. No, you're not.
Yeah.
It's like, there's only you.
And like, if you have to ask someone to be your life mate and they don't answer,
Take the hint. All boys,
she
over
said
there,
no.
girls, or whatever out there.
She said
Take
no.
a hint. Take a hint.
Yeah, it was clearly a no since she didn't
Yeah.
answer. But even
Not
though
even
he
a
li-
maybe. It was a no.
It was a no. A clear no.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty cute of him though to like stand in front of Lita, in between Cutter and his wolf to like protect her. Though Cutter wasn't very impressed though. He just like kicked him in the face.
Yeah.
And something I like noticed for the first time is this where Cutter and Lita is like really looking at each other.
Yeah.
And I thought something. I was like, oh, whoa, what?
Recognition.
Yes, that's exactly what I
I
thought.
also I was like, ooh, he's in love.
Yeah, but that,
Love
when I
at first
saw,
sight.
when I saw them look at each other that way, I was like, they totally recognized. But I never saw it as a kid.
You didn't?
No.
What, like, did you think it was just a stupid boy? It's like, oh, he's in love with that girl.
I don't know. I have no idea what I thought. But the moment I saw them
Oh,
looking
this
at
is
each other
the
this
first
way,
time you realized when you read it now? Like,
Yeah.
oh, they recognize?
yeah,
That's
like this is the moment they
I
recognized.
knew that.
But
But it's fun. Skywise is like, oh, it doesn't like look like you're carrying much water. And I was like, oh, he's carrying a lot of water. Just not the water you can drink.
yeah, because there's a lot of water in the human body.
It
You
is.
just can't drink it.
Or we don't know about elves though, but we will assume they're water in
Yeah,
there.
we'll assume that it's same kind of ratio.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's I realized that for the first time rereading this,
It's
that
fun.
this was the moment they had recognition.
So you thought they recognized later?
Yeah, I did.
But I
didn't
was
realize.
like, I knew it. Like, he took her because of recognition.
Yeah,
I
like
knew it straight away.
I knew
when
it the
I read
moment I saw this look, because this is the look of recognition. If anyone looks at each other this way,
Mm-hmm.
it means recognition.
Yeah.
But I didn't see it as a kid.
Well, you were innocent, so.
After starting with Wolfrider and reading that sex scene between Bearclaw and Jolleaf, I don't know how innocent I was anymore.
Well, you didn't even see like any bad parts, though. It was just
No.
the skin. So
You never get to see any bad parts in
No.
ElfQuest, but like it was pretty obvious what they were doing,
yeah.
and I knew what they were doing even at 10 years old.
Mm-hmm. I don't think the elves have been like in a hostile situation before, though.
No.
Because Lita's trying to bite Cutter's hand. He's like, if
This really proves that they're kids.
yeah, there's
Yeah.
like, oh, I'm gonna move my hand. If you scream, I'm gonna do some bad stuff to you.
Yeah.
Obviously, she's gonna scream.
But I like that it was Skywise. So tell her if she doesn't behave, you'll do something awful to her. And he whispers back, "Oh, like what?" Let her wonder.
Yeah, that's like kid
Oh.
stuff.
Yeah, it didn't work very well though.
But also, it's fun that before they raided the village, they were not worried if these elves were able to send
No.
and receive. But as soon as they took Lita, they were like, oh, what if they send? I was like, if they send, they would have been here
Yeah.
a while ago. But
Yeah.
where was that worry before you
Well, they
ride
were
it
too much
in
like humans.
yeah, but they still look like humans or what?
They're not as much like humans anymore
Yeah.
because Cutter has recognized Lita.
Yeah.
Or like
It's fun also. They live surrounded by these rocks.
Yeah.
And there's only Rayak who know how to climb the rock.
Yes.
Like what do
Rayak
these-
is the
what does
only
these
one.
elves does like living down there? They don't know how to hunt. They don't know how to climb. They don't know how to send. Like
They don't know how to do anything,
They-
basically.
they just rely on this one elf.
Yeah,
Carry.
they can do everything.
And Rayak knows it too, though. He's just
Yeah.
like, you use the shit. I
He's
will do
very
this
full of
myself.
himself.
Yeah.
And he also has magic. He uses it on
Oh,
Pike.
yeah. But he doesn't know how to send, though.
No.
Because they can still send when he's there.
Yeah. No, some people doesn't know how to send. I think it's also really cute how the moment Pike is like hypnotized, everyone just jumps right. Skywise is standing there like waving his hand in front of his face like hello.
But it's like they could have jumped in right away, but they like had to wait for him to attack.
They did before they jumped him.
But they were all like super hungry, tired and mad, and they just like snapped at once. Like, don't touch my people.
And I think it's really like, I was kind of amazed of how Cutter would get so mad when Rayak was like saying the high ones, like, how would you take our ancient fathers? Like, how would you talk about them? How can you do this?
Yeah,
like,
I kind of
obviously both elves.
Yeah, but I kind of looked at it like, this is my god. You can't believe in my god.
Yeah.
You have to find your own thing
We
to believe in.
cannot believe in the same thing.
No, this is my thing.
But also the high ones isn't a god.
No, but it's like, it sounded like that. Or
yeah, it did. Like, if you would see it in something that we may say today, it would be like, you can believe in my god. This is only my god or our god.
Yeah,
we won't share with you.
It's kind of a race thing. Like, you don't look like us, so you are not allowed to believe in this
thing. Yeah.
Racist.
Yeah.
But this is when Lita is like, look, my ears is like yours, my fingers is like yours. My skin is just darker because I live in the sun.
Yeah.
Not the cleverest the elves sometimes. So.
No.
But also, I felt like, did they forget Redlands out in the desert? Because
suddenly Cutter realized, like, oh my god, I get on the wolf right now and go get him, because I totally forgot for a moment.
I don't know how long it's been since they raided the village, though, but I feel it's been hours, and they're just like...
But it might have been shorter than
it could
hours.
Have
it could have been like 30 minutes, like gone really
we
fast.
We don't know. But I was like... Before you like slowly walk down to the village and get greeted by Lita's father and everything, you could have gone and got Redlands right away.
Yeah, like, we have this friend. He's out in the desert. He's dying. We need to go help him.
Some of the water I stole from you?
Yeah,
like, they already got a lot of water.
Yeah, like, can I give him the water I stole? Like, please.
Mm-hmm.
And as Lita like, says, like, I'm a healer, I'll come with you.
Mm-hmm.
And Rayak tries to say, Lita, what are you saying? You can't go with him. I forbid it.
Yeah.
You forbid?
Like, I own you, so you can't go.
Yeah.
You're
like,
my future wife, even
you
though
may
you spawn it
never
or not.
tell me what to do, mister.
But also I felt she was like, I want to go because I need a minute away from this guy.
Yeah, I need a break.
But she don't get the break because he's coming.
Yeah, he's coming with.
On this
no
weird
matter what she
animals.
does.
They look like camels. Do you say
They're
camels?
swoots. Swoots. And I also think it's really cute. Like, when they're on their way on the swoots, Lita is like, Tom, why has that strange word embedded itself in my mind? What does it mean? And she doesn't know it's his soul name because
Yeah.
the some people don't have recognition. They don't know what it is.
Yeah.
The reason Lita, or
She's
like
so
Lita's soul
confused.
name didn't show up in Cutter's head, and because he said that he felt like drawn to her
Yeah, but he
Um,
didn't get the soul name.
because she doesn't have one.
Yeah.
That's why you didn't get the traditional recognition, because she doesn't have a soul name and she doesn't know what it is. They just feel compelled to be
Yeah.
close to each other.
But well, luckily they can save Redlands though.
Yeah. And you remember earlier we talked about how Rain wasn't a very strong healer. He couldn't heal Cutter's bruises after being stoned.
No.
Redlands has had several broken bones, inner bleeding, and other soft tissue damage. And
He was
Lita heals
basically
it.
dying.
He was dying. He
Yeah.
was dying. He was giving in. You could see that when Nightfall was sending to him. She didn't get an answer. He was dying. But Lita is a really, really powerful healer.
But also you see how much it impacts her. She gives
Yeah.
all her energy to do this.
Yeah. This is like what she does.
Mhm.
And I think it was also really sweet how she said, like, these wounds have been deliberately inflicted. Who could have done such a thing? And Cutter answers, humans!
And Rick's
The
like,
same ones who tried to destroy us with fire. Really?
yeah,
We have legends of such creatures!
Rick's like, oh, that's creatures from our fairy tales. You know,
Yeah.
those we scare kids away or
Yeah.
cubs with. Like, if you don't go to sleep now, the humans will come and take you.
Yes! Like, yeah, the humans do this. Oh, really? The fairy tale?
Yes. I don't believe in that kind of stuff.
That was so funny.
Yeah. Oh, and also earlier, they call this weapon that Rayek had when he came up the mountain a pig poker.
Yes. A piggy poker. I think it was Cutter that said that
Yeah.
right before he cut it in half and kicked him in the face. Pig poker. If you're gonna point a pig poker, you gotta use it. I also think it's real funny how Rayek continuously calls them barbarians.
Yeah. Even
Yeah.
though they both, or they all agreed that they're the same race.
Yeah.
But still, Rayek is a douche and he wants to be better than everyone, though.
Yeah. I think it's also real sad how Cutter says earlier that no one has ever been kind to us. No
Yeah.
one has shown the Wolfers mercy.
No.
The only people that they've ever met before is the humans, and they're cruel.
And they're trolls. And they're
And the
trolls. They're
But-
trolls, so.
But none of them are kind.
no.
They've never met kindness before, and that's so sad. Not knowing that other creatures can be kind and caring. They don't have to be cruel.
But
and
still, they're
selfish.
the same creature, though, so he shouldn't be surprised like that.
No, but at the same time, they've never experienced it, so they don't expect it.
Mm-hmm. But also, I got a little disappointed that Rayek knows that it's called desert.
That it
Like
doesn't have a
everything
fancy
else,
elf word
They
for it.
have fun names for things.
Yeah.
They call it the big dry land.
Yeah.
I would have liked that more, but the Rayek's like, oh, that's what you call the desert? And it's like,
That's
oh, it's
cute.
called the desert? I was
Yeah.
like, oh, why do you have to be so
Why
politically
did you
correct?
ruin the moment?
Yeah, let's call it something fun.
Yeah.
Something
Big Dry
new.
Land was much more fun.
Yeah.
A lot
you
more
like-
fun, actually.
They call it a big waste as well because it's a land
There's
where you
nothing
just
there.
waste
It's
away.
a wasteland.
Yeah. That's more fun.
Yeah, it is.
Desert.
Totally.
But he likes to ruin things.
He's an asshole. And he's also a pretty selfish man. He thinks he can decide to have Lita for himself.
Yeah.
even if she said no.
But he never gives up. He's a Gaston.
Oh, he's totally a Gaston. He does not take no for an answer
No,
whatsoever.
not at all.
No.
But well, we got to meet the mother of memory.
Yeah.
And she's a high one. I know it. You see how tall she is? She's
Well,
a high
she's tall.
one.
She is tall. Yeah.
So-
I'll give you that. And she's very old,
Yeah.
but she's not that old. I'm
But
sorry.
She's a high one because she's super tall.
She's not that old. Not old
Well,
enough.
we will see when we continue reading, because I'm sure of it.
Well, she's old, just not old enough.
Yeah, and also, I didn't really notice it right away, but she says, "Welcome to Sorrow's End."
Yeah.
And I know that I've heard that instead of like the name of the book, Welcome to Sorrow's End, I feel that I've heard that name before.
Yeah, because they called it Sorrow's End earlier. Like they said that right before going into the
Oh, maybe Carter said that then.
someone said Sorrow's End before. Because I also noted that.
Yeah, here he says, after they leave Redlands,
Mm-hmm.
they will say, "We will face the final trial. When next we rest, it will be in the forest hills at Sorrow's End."
Yeah.
So he kind of knows in his soul that they're going to Sorrow's End.
Yeah, he kind of knows it somehow with some sixth sense that they're going to Sorrow's End. Because he says so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm excited to keep on reading now.
Yeah, now it's really starting
This is
to
a kind of
take off.
cliffhanger.
It is. It is, absolutely. So in the next episode, we're going to talk about the challenge and Wolfsong.
Yes, 2 new issues.
Yes.
And in the meantime, go recognize the troll.